Welcome back to Pace Immigration, paceimmigration.com, talking once again with immigration lawyer Andy Semotiuk. Andy, today, E-2 visas. A Canadian wants to go down and run a business in the United States. How do they do it?
Okay, very simple. This is a application that you do under the NAFTA Free Trade Agreement, and it's an application that is sent into the U.S. Consulate in Canada. Has to be through the U.S. Consulate, Toronto. And what is needed are a couple of things. Number one, the investor has to probably incorporate a company in the United States, which is something we can do if we have to. Number two, register with the IRS for income tax purposes to get an employer identification number in the United States. Number three, open a bank account with an American bank, like Bank of America or whatever. Number four, prepare a business plan, which would involve, I think, 5 years of income and expense projections. I think that would be the most appropriate. But a business plan that outlines what the proposed business is going to be, who's going to be employed in it, what's it going to be doing, and how much money it's going to be making.
Okay.
And then number five, investing a suitable sum of money to get the business started. And the sum depends on the nature of the business. It would be more if you're talking about real estate development, maybe millions. And it might be less if, let's say, it's IT business consulting. It depends on the nature of the business.
Now, you brought up NAFTA off the top there. How much does it have to do with the NAFTA? Like, I know that, for instance, lawyers like yourself can go back and forth and practice in the U.S. and Canada because they're on that list of occupations. Do you have to be on that list of occupations in order to open up a business down in the States like that?
No, it's not in the list of occupations, but there is a provision in the NAFTA Free Trade Agreement that deals with E-2 visas along the lines of what we're discussing. So it's covered by the agreement, but it's not an occupation-specified type of visa.
Okay. And any business kind of counts? I mean, if someone comes to you and says, listen, I want to open a business that's selling balls of yarn or something, I mean, can you take care of that?
Well, yes. For example, I've had a fashion designer who applied. She does women's wardrobes and things from Nepal. It's very specific. She's in New York now. I've had car rental businesses. It's a very wide variety. Hotels, restaurants, any type of business of that nature. Once they pull these things together, the 5 things I've mentioned, we prepare an application that's submitted to the U.S. Consulate. They go through an interview, and if everything is okay, and of course they can't have a criminal record, they can't have immigration problems or whatever.
Right.
But if everything is okay, and if there is a sense that this is a business that's already committed to, it's not just that they, in theory, on paper, it's
they had an idea one night or something.
No, it's like there has to be a commitment there. But if they have all those, they get a visa. It can be up to 5 years and renewable in 5-year increments. I know of clients, people who have had E-2 visas for 20 years.
Leads to green card or no?
No.
No, okay.
You have to find another route to get a green card. And it's a difficult area to convert into a green card. It's doable, but it's not, it's not an everyday thing. It's something that has to be worked on. But it's a really, really great visa for people who are in the business world and who want to live in the United States, do business in the United States. Their families can go to universities or schools. And a really good thing about the visa is that both spouses can work. The one spouse is tied to the business, but the other spouse gets a blanket work permit. They can work anywhere.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And actually pretty really rare in immigration rules, where the spouse can just come in and work like that.
Yeah.
That's really no cap on this one? Do they give out $500 a year or anything like that?
No cap.
Okay.
It's just, let's put it this way. If you don't have 100,000 or more, it's not the visa for you. You're going to have enough money to taking it from a business point of view, enough to establish a business.
Right. You got to put skin in the game.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Skin in the game.
Okay.
But if you got it, it's great.
Length of time, they come and visit your office to the time they could have an E-2 visa?
Very short. Within a month, 6 weeks, they've got the visa and they're working. Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty good visa, actually.
It is. It's really great.
Hence why we're talking about
Yeah.
it. All right, thanks, Andy. That's Andy Semotiuk. You can reach him at asemotiuk@pacelawfirm.com, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.